Okay, like recording started. Okay, cool. Like so over here, as you can see, this is a revision for chapter 7 to chapter 9, which is mainly targeted at those who are having exam until this chapter. Yeah. Okay. So we'll first. Actually, I'm supposed to also cover chapter 5 but I forgot to include here. So yeah, I will also include it later. So in short, basically this entire list of videos will just go through chapter 7 to chapter 9 and also a little bit of chapter 5. Okay, these four are the new chapters. Okay, cool. So yeah, I go question by question and one video, one question. Okay, yes. So let's just together look at question 1. This should be a very easy question. Yeah. Okay. So first of all, you should remember that yes, as you can see, this is chapter 7, obviously, and what you see over here is basically the different type of respiration. Remember, we have the one with oxygen, we have the one without oxygen. So for this case, it would be structure X. Okay, remember structure X. Yes, I know it's a petty plant. But the structure X is not under. Is it under the condition? Is it under the condition of anaerobic or fermentation? No, because structure X is in the air. It can breathe easily. It has oxygen. There's no need for the structure X to go through whatever fermentation. So what do you do here? Yes, you are supposed to just do a simple aerobic respiration. Okay, so aerobic respiration. Yep, and again, this is because the structure X is actually still having enough oxygen. Meanwhile, if you talk about this, then this part I can tell you this is definitely alcohol fermentation because this does not get enough oxygen. Okay, that's it. Okay, next one. So I think quite a kebab question, but I think again down to the ground you should know what is the purpose of respiration. Be it aerobic respiration, be it alcohol fermentation, be it lactic acid fermentation, you should know all of them are under cellular respiration. They share the same goal. What is the goal? The goal is to break down glucose and then what do we do? From the glucose, what do we get? From the glucose, we get energy. So that's the main point over here. You have to produce energy. And this energy can be used for, let's say, growth, let's say mitosis, let's say reproduction. Yes, all of these actually require energy. Okay, yep. So that's for question B. Okay, question C I think also should be a very simple question. Okay, so I think as over here you can see you have structure X and structure Y. So one is in the water, one is not in the water. So very clearly this is with oxygen and without oxygen. Okay, so basically aerobic and also alcohol fermentation. So to state the differences over here, we are gonna do in sentence. So in structure X, so again, if you remember, this is aerobic respiration. Glucose break down completely. Glucose is broken down completely. And remember, for a comparison, if you are required to write sentences, use the word wow. X is how, while Y is how, for example. Okay, yep. So in structure Y, glucose is, remember, incompletely. Yes, you do not have enough oxygen, so you have to do it incompletely. Okay, incompletely. So the keyword over here, completely, incompletely. Okay, yes. Again, I might talk fast, so you can just try to feel free to pause a video to complete copy. Okay, next one for the amount of energy. Okay, here is specifically stated the amount of energy. So I hope you can also realize that you should be able to give the value. Okay, the value of the energy. So if you remember, for structure X you have 2898 kJ. Okay, or you can also say 38 ATP molecules. Sorry, 2898 kJ energy, or you can say 38 ATP molecules are produced. Meanwhile, in structure Y, we have, again, if you remember, 210 kJ energy or 2 ATP molecule. Okay, so that's it for question C. Let me just pause here for a bit. Okay. Okay, cool. So now we move on to the final question over here. So the final question over here is basically about this. A very kebab question. They ask you how to make it more fluffy and soft. Okay, so I think if you remember how come a bread can become fluffy and soft? It is due to carbon dioxide. Okay, it is actually due to carbon dioxide. So you can probably somehow link to carbon dioxide. But the thing is, who produce carbon dioxide? If you remember, it also gives you a hint over here lah. It's about fermentation, right? So if you remember, fermentation produced carbon dioxide. I repeat, fermentation produced carbon dioxide. So in that case, as long as you can increase fermentation, then you can increase carbon dioxide, then you can make it more fluffy and soft. Okay, yep, so that's the idea over here. Very simple. So now the key is basically how to, how to increase the rate of fermentation. Okay, again, I believe this is something you might have not learned before, 就没有学过啦, right? This is a very fairly new topic. There's never a topic in your textbook teaching you the factors of rate of reaction. No, there's no such thing. But you should know. Fermentation is basically glucose with yeast, or you can say zymes. The enzyme is called zymes. Yep. So it become, yes, carbon dioxide and everything. So actually very simple lah. If you want to increase your fermentation, you either increase this or increase this law. Either one of them is gonna give you more of the reaction. Okay, either more enzyme. Okay, this is the enzyme reaction. This is the enzyme reaction. Either you get more enzyme or you get more substrate. So then you can be able to increase the rate of reaction. So yeah, very straightforward. You can say either you increase sugar to produce more carbon dioxide, or you can increase your yeast. This is for the enzyme. Remember, yeast produce enzyme. The enzyme is called zymes. Okay, yes. Alright, so on top of these, there could be a bit of other answer. These are a bit harder, but there could be some other answer. For example, you can say, okay, this is quite a common practice. You can cover the dough with wet towel. Okay, cover the dough with wet towel. So why do we use wet towel? Because we want them to have water. Water can make the yeast grow better. Okay, yep. So water stimulate yeast production. Okay, it can grow better, it can be more active, it can secrete more enzyme, etc. Okay, yes. Similarly, you can also do this 揉面团 kneading. Okay, 揉面团, right? So why do we do this? Same thing also, to stimulate yeast to be more active. Okay, again, finally, last one is that we would like to also put it there for a bit, so we can leave the dough for a while. Meaning we wait. Okay, we wait for it. So why do we wait? Because this allows fermentation to slowly take place. Because fermentation also takes time. So of course you need to wait for the fermentation to slowly release carbon dioxide. Then you get your fluffy bread lah. Okay. Yep. So we allow fermentation to occur. Yes. Again, like I said, these 3 points are not something that is so easily to be, thought of or whatever lah. So I understand that this might not be your target, might not be your so-called range lah. But at least these two are simple, because you should know to increase your rate of fermentation is either just about your glucose or just about the yeast lah. Basically, these two are the key components. Okay. Yep. So that's it for this question. Okay.